Cretins, I forgot to do something. Can you... Hold on. There it is. What's up, friends? My name's Aaron Ciotti. I forgot to change these lights. Welcome to Monday Q&A, and let's see if we can break the new BetaFPV frame. There's that. And here's this. Huge rainstorm came in, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, and the front of the house has been flooding, so it's a bit of a mess. But the rain just slowed down enough for the water to stop coming in, and here we are. I was able to catch the end of Joshua's stream, which was awesome. Yeah, hey, massive shout out to WeBleed for sending me over 3 of the new BetaFPV Air. They're just calling it Air 2. I'm going to call it Air version 2. Air65 version 2 frames. I've got them in a... this is the Matrix AIO build with a CO3, the BetaFPV Air canopy. These are some old prototype 702s. They're 34,000 kV actually. And some 1.2 by 0.9 by 3 tri-blades. We are going to just pound on this thing. I've got 10 batteries charged. As I discharge them, I'll put them back on the charger. And we're just going to session batteries through this thing as I do really sketchy stuff to see how much abuse it'll take. The previous Air65 frame was not very durable. There was like a very specific weak point right around here. On all 4 of the ducts. It wasn't really a weak point, it's just the way that the frame was engineered. When you would crash, it would like focus all of the energy in this one spot, and then the plastic would crease, and then the plastic would break. I had a couple Air65 frames that I don't even think they made it to 10 batteries. Like, they broke really fast. I crash a lot, and I crash pretty hard. But yeah. I don't recommend. Yeah, version 2 should be better. Let's find out. First things first, though, let's weigh this and a couple of the other really popular 65 millimeter frames. So my favorite of the 65 millimeter frames is the Cockroach V3. Here's the old school Air65. We might as well weigh one of those. And then we've got the Mobula 6 2024 frame, which was really good, really durable. The duct height was too high, but other than that, it was an awesome frame. It is an awesome frame. You can still get it. I need to find a... Well, actually, I was going to say, I need to... This Cockroach 65 V3 frame has the screws in it. And I was going to say, I need to find one of these frames without the screws in it. But that's actually not true. What I need to do is grab a set of the normal length screws and weigh these other frames with the normal length screws. Newbie Drone made the motor pad on their LiteAF and Cockroach V3 frames thinner. And I've never broken it, so I kind of wish that everybody would make that motor pad where the motor screws into thinner to save weight. That would save plastic weight, but it also saves a significant amount of the weight of the screws. The metal screws are heavy, yo. I know this seems insane, but they're a significant amount of weight. You know, we're looking for fractions of a gram with these TINYWHOOPs, and yeah, it's a real amount of weight that those do add. So hold on, I got some screws coming up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, man counts. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huzzah, MFers. All right, cool. So now this will be a fair comparison. Oh, shit. I need a LiteAF frame, though. Do I have a LiteAF frame floating around? I would love to test one of every frame. Shit, I don't think I do. I don't think I have any extra LiteAF frames. Let me check one spot. Super quick. I'll be right back, I promise. Here, and I'm back. All right, one of these should be a LiteAF frame. Ah, look at that, I got one. Yeah, we got them all. We got all the frames. So let's weigh all of the frames. Starting with the new one, BetaFPV / WeBleed Air65 version 2. Scale turned off. Hey, can somebody be my bookkeeper and type all of these weights into the chat, please? Somebody say me, I'll do it, so that 14 people don't do it all at once. Air65 V2, just the frame, is 2.56 grams on this scale. And then when I add the screws that you need to run with this frame, 3.08. That's the weight that we care about, 3.08. Yes, you can run plastic screws. You can also run plastic screws on the Cockroach frames. So don't worry about the plastic screw situation. We're going to weigh all of these frames with metal screws, and then if you run plastic screws on any of these frames, it'll weigh a little bit less. Cool. Air65 Meteor Mobula 6 2024 frame. 3.22 grams. Nope, 3.25. 3.25 grams. Old school Air65 frame. 3.11. Wait. 3.12. Okay, now I don't have to worry about these longer screws. We're going to weigh the LiteAF frame. Let me just tear this out. LiteAF frame with the shorter screws. Wow, it's light. 2.8 grams. And then Cockroach V3 frame with the screws. 3.37. Somebody type that into one big message if you don't mind. So, yeah, it's... I'm literally looking at your guys' messages. It's light. It's not the lightest, but it's light. It's plenty light. It's Bobby light. Cockroach 3, was it really 3.8? Was it that heavy? Jesus. Cockroach V3 is... All right, so let's talk about duct height. Matter of fact, where's that? There's a little, there's a really nice little infographic type thing. Really, BetaFPV? You don't have this up on your website yet? Let's try Facebook. Hang on. Hey, CiottiFPV.com is where you can support me so I can do more testing like this. I might blow up a $100 whoop tonight. If you support me, I'll keep blowing stuff up. All right, so here you go. Here you go. Newbie Drones got a bunch of stuff up here. 2.4 grams without the screws. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. If you're not first, you're last. Okay, nope, that's not what I was looking for. There's an actual... I'll find it. Oh boy, come on, computer. You can do better than this. Oh boy. Wow, is there... Does BetaFPV not have a Facebook page? That's pretty insane. I searched for BetaFPV and it didn't come up, so, you know... If you have it under some other weird name, that's on you. You basically don't have a Facebook page. They do have an Instagram page, which is awesome. Here we go. All right, cool. So, yeah, that's nonsense. This is pretty cool. I do like that they have not triangulated, but like they've connected these guys in a straight line. This is pretty slick. I dig this. The less noise disturbance, better pitch response, that's all nonsense. A little bit more thrust from less duct supports, sure. Here's the old school. Oh look, there's an Air65 V2 frame. That's pretty slick. That's very, very cool. But we're looking at the Air65. Where is that? Is it just me? It must just be me. They sent... Oh, it was an email. It was an email that they sent. It's probably long gone by now, though. It was an email. Did I save the email? I did. Holy hell, I saved the email. Ah, there it is. Okay. All right. So... here is what I'm excited about. They have dropped the duct down lower. They've also put these little notches so that your screws aren't the lowest point, which I actually really like. I really like that they've done this. They've been doing it on the inside of the motor, which is kind of silly. That doesn't really accomplish anything. Now they're doing it on the bottom, though, which is really, really cool. I actually am really liking this. I hope that everybody starts doing this. Because this way, if you land on something like your car, you're not landing on the metal screws. You're landing on nice plastic. So this is actually like really cool. Flight controller mounting hole. I thought from this here, I thought that they would have made the motor mounting plate thinner, like Newbie Drone did, but no, they did not. So I don't know what this is referencing, but it's just nonsense. But this is great right here. This is really, really, really cool. That they noticed this, that they listened to us in the community and lowered that thing down. So that is really cool. I've built one of these up already. And so I'm going to show you that. I kind of wish that they'd lowered it even more, but it looks like they've lowered it just enough. And the test is to put the blade there and then to push on. Okay, well, that's not going well. When I was doing this before the live stream, the propeller was catching the guard. Let's try another corner. Nope. Okay. Well, they didn't lower it enough. So if you look at it like this, it looks like it's fine. But what happens when you hit something is that the guard kind of goes upwards a little bit. And it's actually, when that happens, it's sliding right up over the propeller. Here's the comparison. This is one of the Newbie Drone frames. This is the LiteAF frame. And on this frame, when I push on the duct, it catches the propeller. Hold on. Let me show you on this frame. This has the lower motors. That was on the Newbie Drone motors. So this is another LiteAF frame. The LiteAF frame and the Cockroach V3 frame, they've both moved these guys down. See it? Can you hear it kind of clicking? It's catching the lip of the propeller. See that there? See how the motor base is moving? See how it's moving the motor as you crash? That's what you want. You want the duct to push into the end of the propeller. This looks way better than the old Air65 frame, but I'm starting to kind of feel like it's there. I can just get it to catch it. It's just barely catching it there. You see the motor moving? So it's better. It's not as good as there we go. There it's catching it. Admittedly, I'm pushing down a little bit now. If I just push straight over, there it's catching it. Oh, it's catching it on the support. Hold on. I need to move it over a little bit. Yeah, no, it's slipping right under. Well, if I push down on it, it catches it. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of easy to tell when you're flying around if the propeller is sitting too low. When the propeller, so this is the support, and then this is the duct here. If the propeller is sitting too low, when you bump something, the prop will come around and it'll hit the support, and that'll stall it out. And so like every tiny little hit will cause a motor to stall and you'll crash. When you go to the Newbie Drone frames, you're able to bump into stuff. If you hit stuff hard, it's going to stall the motor out and it's going to fall out of the air. But if you just slightly bump into something, the propeller will hit the flat part of the guard and it'll just scrape right off. And it'll just dunk and it'll bounce right off and you'll keep flying. So we'll see. When I have really light little collisions, if this falls out of the air, then they didn't lower the prop guard part quite enough. If I'm able to bounce off of a couple things here and there, then they moved it just enough. One of the things that I definitely don't like about this, unequivocally, is that they have made these two... actually, this is not the one. They've made this hole in the frame here. This is the hole that the battery goes through. This hole here above it is where I normally put these battery wires through to keep them out of the way, to keep them to keep the thrust from this motor from hitting these wires. They have made this so small that you can't fit any of these BT2. Well, you can't fit any of these 180-degree BT 2.0s through there. Not a huge deal because you can just run them off to the side here. But I don't know. Just admittedly, that's kind of a pedantic thing. But it's one of those little things where I'm like, I wish they hadn't shrunken it down in size. I'm sure they had a reason for shrinking that down in size. It is what it is. There's now an arrow on both the front and the back. So, you know, that doesn't matter at all. That's about it. It's supposedly pretty durable. A bunch of the racers have been prototype testing them, and they say that it's been pretty durable. The racers crash really hard. So in theory, this should be as durable as the Newbie Drone Cockroach frame, the Mobula 6 2024 frame. Let's find out. I think I have these motors on here correctly, but I might not. In the chat, Frank Nicholas was first, Sleepy FPV, Frosty, Douglas 6, Doubles FPV, Nick Hayes, Islander, Morton Upshot, Adam Weston, Cole Powers, Sporny, B-Bird, Bob Bruce, Botanically Enhanced, Tamava, Tim S, Cole Powers, Flycadelic, Nick Hayes, B-Bird, DKZ Project. If you want the gangliest of ganglies to read your name, you got to get in early. B-Bird with a $5 super chat. He says, is it worth it trying to reattach a UFL connector? Not really. If the UFL connector is crimped onto the wires, and like unless you have the tool, like the crimping tool, you're not in for a good time. Even if you do manage to get it reconnected, it's not going to be strong, and it's probably just going to pop right back off. Look at that. Motors are spinning the right direction. Let's just get right into it and start crashing this thing. We'll take a couple of breaks throughout the course of the live stream, but I want to start abusing this thing. This will also make sure that we can keep all these batteries charged. This build weighs... I'll give you the dry weight in a minute. All up weight is 24.2 grams with a 260 mAh battery, which is what I'm flying right now. Which is a weird battery to fly, but it's the one that I had sitting to the right of me. So let's just start abusing. Oh, whoops, I crashed it. This is also going to be a test of this Matrix AIO. I kind of wanted to do this test with a 2G4 so that the AIO wouldn't break, but then I thought, you know what? Let's actually torture test this. These BetaFPV AIOs. I think I just crashed into Florence. Something's happening. Save me, little boo. Save me. Help. Thank you. Oh God, Teddy's freaking out. Oh God, the carpet's lava. Little boo, help me. Save me. Yeah! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's flying away. It's just a zero throttle. Hold on. That right there is how we're gonna break this tonight. The full steam stair dive is what's gonna break this thing. Wow, this AIO is struggling. All that flashing is the VTX eating itself. These are 0702 Happy Model 0702 34,000 kV motors. They make really good power. Man, I am on the Mega Power Loops tonight. Let's see if I can get another one. Nope, I can't even get into the damn thing. Hold on. Nope. Nope. I didn't need to disarm there. Man, this thing flies great. My God, I've been flying the bigger prop rigs quite a bit. These little prop rigs fly every bit as good. Hold on, I didn't get any really hard crashes in on that one. I have a feeling this AIO is not going to survive the night, which is okay. If that happens, we'll put this into a different. We'll put a different AIO in here and keep beating the frame up. Oh boy, it's starting to fly away. Something's going on. Oh boy! In theory, that's just a banged up propeller. Let's take a look. Who's upset? Well, so one of the things that they said on that sheet is that the frame is stiffer and that you can run the PIDs higher. That's not true, because this is a working build, and we're already running into PID problems. So what I'm doing here is I'm holding the build, and in turtle mode, I'm slowly spinning each motor up, and I'm feeling for vibrations. And now motor 4, front left, is a little vibey, as is motor 3, but they're not that bad. So I'll probably turn the PID tune down just a touch, since I'm going to be just beating the snot out of this thing tonight. But what I can tell you is that it's, and I wouldn't expect it to be, stiffer than the previous ones. And I would actually, we don't need that. We don't need these frames to be more stiff. We need them to be more durable and lighter weight. And so, yeah, I don't have a problem with this not being any stiffer and us not being able to turn the PIDs up, because we can get plenty of PID loop, and these things don't really prop wash. That's not an issue that we have. So that's totally fine. Also, this is a frame where they've removed standoffs, right? Like the old Air65 frame used to have 6 standoffs here, and now we've only got 4. So, you know, it's probably not going to be stiffer. So, but hey, you know, marketing mumbo jumbo. We're going to do another 260 just to discharge it, and then we'll start flying 300s. That's why this thing is flying so good, because it's on the little lightweight 260 mAh batteries. These motors also have good power, 34,000 kV 0702s. Ah, just missed it. Right, here we go, man. Let the abuse begin. I can already see some digs on the standoffs below. So I lost video just for no reason there in the middle of that dive. Oh, no! Oh. If I crash against the wall... Oh, God, it's starting to fly away again. Hold on, I gotta turn the PIDs down. That might be all it needs, but let's go one more. Okay. If I crash against that wall, I get stuck between the, oh God, I didn't even get it into the stairwell. I get stuck between the handrail and the, So that was what, last time I did a big torture test, that's what we were doing. We were doing wall ride. Oh shit. Don't go in this! Sink. Nope. Wow, how did it get all the way over there? We were doing wall ride, wall ride, wall ride, wall ride, wall ride. Down the stairs. Down the stairs. I'll tell you what, it's really fun to just recklessly throw this thing down the stairs. Oh, that was a hard one, yo. Yeah. We're gonna make this happen, yo. We're gonna break this tonight, and we're gonna see where it breaks. We're gonna see how hard of its hit it requires. Oh man, it would have dropped into that cube on that one. I just chickened out. All right, 260 mAh batteries down. They're not heavy enough to break this frame. So I'm glad that those are out of the way. Frame is holding up totally fine so far. This is the red color that you can only get from WeBleed, by the way. Another massive shout out to WeBleed for sending me 3 of these for some torture. All right, speaking of WeBleed, we're gonna run one of their 300 mAh batteries here. Now, oh, dry weight. Dry weight of this build is, this build also has the super lightweight jank-ass linear antenna with the ground plane removed. Dry weight on this build is 17.3 grams. So this is pretty light, man. This is pretty light. The Matrix AIO that's in this is as heavy as the 2G4, though, in fairness. 25.6 grams with a WeBleed 300 mAh battery on it. Let's go. I can't believe I just said that. I'm so sorry. I can immediately feel... Oh, shit. I can immediately feel the extra weight of this battery. Ah, right in the face. I couldn't align that up that perfectly if I'd tried. There we go. I just wanted to get that. Oh, God! Oh, I can't believe I just saved that! Oh. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, it took off from the shag carpet. This is like a shag rug, so a lot of times if I land on that rug, the props get hung up. Oh! Ooh, that made a hell of a thump. Oh! Full rim power loop! Oh! I shouldn't have caught it. I should have let it fall. That was an ugly one. Let's get it better than that. Oh, no! There's a blanket there. There's not usually a blanket there. How am I going to do a full rim power loop if there's a blanket there? Can I sneak in below it? Can indeed. I hate to crash it on purpose, but oh no, that's the dog's water bowl, isn't it? No, not like this, not again. Food bowl, not the water bowl. We're fine. But this VTX behavior. Whew. I ran fast as if it would help. That VTX behavior is BetaFPV life. Every single one of their... I have a few of their Air65s. And this Matrix, they all do that. I have their Champion Edition. The Air65 with the receiver and without the receiver, and they all, as I call it, go full rainbow. And now my fat sharks are telling me that the battery is dead when it's not, which is absolutely maddening. Teddy's keeping an eye on things. It's gonna be fine. Let's get out of here before he tries to eat it. All right, the abuse must continue. Here we go. Whoa! That was a hard one. That was a direct hit to the frame on that one, too. What am I doing? Go back up. Whoa, nope. Oh! All right. 38 seconds. No. Got wiped out when I unplugged it. Still doing well. Oh, this battery took a hit. Yo! This battery got bent. That was a big hit into the food bowl. That bent the battery. That's a big one. We must continue though. WeBleed didn't send me 3 of these for me to baby them. We're gonna blow it up. Maybe it'll survive. The Cockroach V3 frames have survived like everything I've been able to throw at them. Let's run another 260. I don't know why I had this on the charger, but let's just knock it out. And then I'm gonna get this 300 back on the charger. All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. One of the channels on this ESC is also dying. One of the motors won't spin up, so that was another reason why I was like, you know what? Oh no, that's the sink. Oh God. Oh God, I'm so scared. I'm not willing to walk though. I'm not scared enough to not walk. I mean, I'm not scared enough to walk. Woohoo! I sounded like Mario on that one. I am an Italian. Woohoo! That's a Mario sound effect. Maybe Luigi. I'm not gonna crash it on purpose. I did that one. I landed. This is where things are flooding down here. So I just landed on a nice, soft and fluffy towel. All these little crashes. What? All these little crashes do add up, though, for the record. But the stairwell dives are brutal. This is like 10 feet up here. So, like, I'm coming 10 feet down into a wooden and drywall tunnel. This is pretty fucking unforgiving. And I'm also going full throttle when I get in there to try to turn the corners. And I am trying to make this dive, but I'm trying to do it... Oh, God! That was full throttle. That was more of a... that hit the canopy, though. That hit the frame. Oh, something ain't right. Something ain't right. There's at the... No! There's at the very least a bent prop. No! Let's see why it... Thump! Let's see why it sounds so bad. Why is the scale still on? Turn off scale. Gotta be a bent prop, man. Oh, yeah. Left front, motor 4. Propeller's all bent up. Let's test it. Turtle mode, arm. Motor 1 is... Ooh, motor 1 is more beat up than it was a minute ago, that's for sure. Motor 2 is fine. 3 is as beat up as it was a minute ago. 4 is a mess. The prop is bent on motor 4. Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, so we're just gonna bend this blade back up. And should be enough. Let's continue. The abuse must continue. This has already survived some pretty serious... Okay. What? What is happening? Uh-oh. No. Give it a second to cool down. Oh shit, the battery's done. That was a hit on the frame. Not that hard. Steady. I think the camera might have spun in the mount. No, it's fine. Oh, I broke the camera mount though. Yeah, so I broke the Air65 camera mount. I'm just gonna keep going though. It's still holding the camera somewhat level. So we're just gonna keep abusing this. But yeah, there's another. This would be the third broken Air65 canopy. They break at the joint. I'll show it to you. I'll show you where they always break for me. Right there. See it? They always break right there. Kind of a weird design. The design of this frame creates an incredibly like under stress point right there. The plastic is like bending. That's this like point where they make the plastic do this really severe bend, and it always breaks like it always breaks there, which means that it's, you know, sort of an engineering fail on that. In the same way that maybe they'll come out with an Air version 2 canopy that doesn't have that flaw in it. In the same way that their the Air65 version 1 frame had that like glaring problem with it. But yeah, this is only making the camera sit like a little bit sideways. So we're just gonna keep going. Maybe I can break both sides. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Let's do another battery and then I'll take a break. Get caught up on chat. Let some of these batteries catch up with me. Here we go. Stop it, goggles. Stop it! Stop! All right. I can't deal with it. The beeping, it's just too much. The beeping is too much. Like, how did they manage to choose a beep, like the most obnoxious beep sound? If it was like one note higher or lower, it wouldn't be as maddening. But they picked just the most grating. It was probably a good thing, because when it's beeping, your battery is supposedly going dead. In this case, it's not. But if they designed the voltage sensor, if they put a voltage sensor in that wasn't a piece of crap, then it wouldn't be a big deal. Oh, the fan. Here we go. Oh, nope, nope. Wow, I can't believe I just got away with that. That was crash recovery. Saving my ass. Oh, yo. That was ridiculous. That was face first into that gravity board. Oh, God. Gravity being the company that makes that. That's the Mackay 41. Oh, I'm not getting out of here. This is going to be a walk. I think I'm underneath the Papa Sun chair. Yeah, this is it. Oh! 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 Little Boo saved me! Yeah! I was under the coffee table. Look at that. Oh! It just keeps falling. Oh! Oh! Oh, the recovery! Who you know that can recover like that? Ah, shit. Who you know that can recover like that? We're going to fly down here for a little bit, but I'm going to fly like I have something to prove. I can't believe it just went through one but not the other. Oh, that hit something hard. Hey, that hit my leg. Teddy, look out! I'm flying like my pants are on fire. Oh. Man, the flashing is a lot. BetaFPV, you got to get your VTXs figured out, fellas. Woo! Caught that low to the ground. Oh, no. Oh, no. The couch ate me, didn't it? Can you... Can you just get... I did not start flying FPV to walk. Ugh! Oh, I hit. Oh boy, I hit and shit went everywhere. Jesus. Well, it ain't gonna be the last time that happens. All right, a little bit more. Come on. Got maybe one or two more left in it. Oh, it ain't flying very good. Oh boy. This whoop is starting to fly. Not so great. This is normal though. When we do these torture tests, by the end of it, they're like just kind of limping along. If you want to support me so that I can do more torture tests, because you know they're like, sure, I got the frames for free, but you know the AIO, the motors, the props, the everything else is out of pocket for me. Head on over to CiottiFPV.com and join my Patreon. That's the best way. You can join it for $3 a month, which is only 10 cents a day. Come on now. Guarantee you I save you more than $3 a month and stuff. If you want to get in on some giveaways, next Monday is a giveaway live stream. There's a $5 a month tier, 10, 20, even 30, depending on which giveaways you want to get in on. The $5 a month tier will enter you in TINYWHOO and toothpick stuff. Typical giveaways are anywhere between like $40 and $60 worth of stuff in that tier. And then the higher tiers, the value of the stuff kind of goes up. So yeah, it's holding up, man. It is holding up. By this point, I can almost guarantee you that an Air65 frame would start to show creases in that one spot that they would always crease and break. And this is not doing that. Let me bump this into stuff really gently. Another WeBleed 300. I'm going to bump this into stuff gently to see if the propellers are lined up with the ducts or not, like we were talking about before. And all right, so let's just get a couple. I think the lens might be a little dirty here. That's better. All right, so let me just like, where's something I can just kind of ding it into? Great. Great. All right, so I'm just going to ding it into the side of this. Here we go. Nope, missed it. Hey, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Cool, man. That's like 5 in a row. 6 in a row. Great. I love that. They moved the ducts down just enough. On a hard hit, there's nothing that's going to save it. Oh my god. I can't believe it. It didn't even make it. I mean, I did give it a hell of a throttle blip, but... All right, here we go. Let's get real. That was a solid hit to just the frame. That just 100% hit the frame on that one. That was a good one. Again, I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, I am trying to get down the stairs, but I'm trying to do it at, like, full stank-a-lot-of-puss, which is kind of just by luck. Like, I can do it. If I do the stair dive from, like, here, I can get it. It's when I do it from the roof line that I'm going so fast. It's when I do it from all the way up here that it's kind of like just random chance if I hit it or not. Oh, this AIO is really struggling. Yo. Oh, no! I didn't even make it into the stairwell. These are all hitting the frame. This is really good. There it is. That's another really solid frame hit. Oh, this battery has been brutal. Oh! Oh, that hit the canopy really hard. Crashing tiny whoops is one of the absolute and utter joys in life. Ooh, bro, that was a brutal battery. Let's see how it is after that. Let me take a little break. That was a nasty battery, yo. All right. Let me throw the... I'm going to turn the transmitter off as well. Let's get the battery out of here, and I'm going to throw the handheld camera up. Ooh, battery doesn't want to come out. I mushroomed the front of the battery. Yo, my gear is taking a beating here tonight. Jesus, these batteries are really getting abused. That's actually really good, though, because that means I'm hitting down low, and those are frame hits. I spend a lot of as much time as I can, like, inverted. So typically, I do a lot of damage to canopies because I come down inverted a lot. And that's not really going to test this frame much. So I'm happy that I'm putting hits into the frame itself. Look out, buddy boy. All right, so here we are. Oh, yo, these propellers. Wait till you see these propellers, yo. Yeah, so we're getting some serious crashes in here. These props were fresh. All right, so these props do tell a little bit of a tale here. And that is a tale of the duct being not quite high enough. I'm sorry, a little bit too high, rather. You're just not even going to try? Okay, that's dumb. All right, so if you look at this right here, see that big dig in the propeller blade? That is from this support. So what's happening is, but look how far in it is. So that was a really big crash. That was a really hard crash that pushed this duct way, way, way in to the point where that propeller, this part of the propeller, hit this support. So we're definitely putting some abuse into this thing. We got another one there. But as you can see, the frame is totally holding up. Right around here is where the V1 would get that little crease in it. So that's motor 3. Here's motor 4. We got the propeller's kind of bending up a little bit. We got another one of those big digs here. Not quite that big. And then we got another one there. We've got, this is motor 2. Ooh, this prop is getting mangled. Yeah, all 3 blades. So I would love to see this guard be down a little bit farther, but the BetaFPV motors are taller than these Happy Model motors. So with a BetaFPV motor, and this is a BetaFPV frame, it's probably going to be perfect. Newbie drone with the cockroach frames, though, the Newbie drone motors are taller, but they managed to put their duct down low enough where it's perfect for the Happy Model motors, and it also works for the Newbie drone motors. So, like, BetaFPV could have moved this duct down farther, but they didn't. This is bent all to hell. Oh my God, so is that one. Yeah, these... So we're putting some abuse into this thing, and it's fine. It's not showing wear. Pretty impressive. And then just kind of taking it and like bending it, it feels completely fine. Yeah. That's pretty good already, man. I'm pretty sure that the old school Air 65 frame would be broken by now from from any one of those really big hits, or at least showing a big crease and getting ready to completely let go. So I can pretty confidently say that this is more durable than the old school Air 65 frame. Whether or not this is as durable as the newbie drone cockroach frame, I'm probably not going to be able to find out tonight. We're certainly going to keep flying. But yeah, this is a big step in the right direction for BetaFPV. Having a frame that's potentially as good as some of the others. Because to be totally honest, the Air 65 was kind of the worst of the other between the Mobula 6 2024 frame, the Cockroach version 3, the Cockroach LiteAF. The Air 65 was the worst. And those are really the 4 frames that are realistic to run. Everything else, there's really no reason to run any other frames. And so of those 4 good frames, yeah, the Air 65 was not the one to go with. And so mainly because of how fragile it was. And it wasn't like, it wasn't as light as the LiteAF. And so it's like, well, why would I run the most fragile frame if it's not the lightest? If I'm going to run a fragile frame, it should at least be lighter than all the rest. So there wasn't a great reason to run the Air 65 other than you bought an Air 65 and it came with it on there kind of thing. You know what I mean? All right, let me get caught up on chat here. I'm super behind. B-Bird, thank you again for the $5 super chat. Thank you for supporting the insanity that is attempting to be a full-time FPV donkey. Nick Hayes says it's not just you, thanks. In reference to just a general lack of companies having any... Cold Power says, save me, little poo. Please proceeds to fly directly into the light. Islander FPV says, let's see some railguns, perhaps. Oh, that reminds me. I want to put the other gate up. When it started flooding, everything went to shit, and I just started throwing shit everywhere. We got a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. There we go. All right. Now the basement is set up the way you're all used to seeing it. Islander FPV says, you mentioned installing a 2G4 into the Air V2 frame, so it really is able to fit full-size AIOs. Great news if so. I haven't done it yet. I was going to, but then I chose this Matrix AIO because the VTX is already on its way out. But I've got a 2G4 floating around here somewhere, and I've got an Air 65 frame right here, so let's test fit it. 2G4, plugging in a Runcam Nano 3. Something keeps hitting the window right outside the... There's 2 windows right here, and something keeps hitting the window like a big bug or a bird or something. It's freaking me out a little bit. So here's the one thing that I'm legitimately annoyed about with this frame. This gap here. This gap here is where usually you put the battery connector through, and they've shrunken it down a bunch. This is a PH 2.0. Okay, so a straight battery lead will go through there, but any of the 180-degree battery leads are not going to go through there. You're going to have to run them, and some people do this anyway. You're going to have to run it out through the outside here. Again, not the end of the world, but a little bit annoying. And oh boy, yeah, okay. Oh boy. Well, we got 2 problems here. We got these. I hate the way Happy Model does this from the factory. They have through holes, and then they just flat solder to the through holes, which is just so stupid. So I actually have to desolder this. Hold on. Because A, it's a pH 2.0, so it's just stupid. But B, it's just 100% in the way. So hold up. Let's just super quick desolder this stupid pH 2.0 lead, and then I will test fit this in the frame. Let me get some grommets on here, though, while the soldering iron is warming up. And something just hit the window again. Is it a bat? What is it, Batman out there? Batman, you out there? Batman! If that's you, hit the window again. Alright, so it's not Batman. Looking for 4 of the same grommet. There we go. Cool. These are the BetaFPV black grommets. Let's just, well, actually, let's desolder this first. All right. Throw that in the garbage where it belongs. And here we go. Grommet, 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 grommet. Okay, so let's see what happens here. And now, in fairness, this camera plug, it does hit on the Air65 frame, and I do have to do this, exactly what I'm doing right now, to get it mounted. But then once you have it mounted, the shape of the duct allows it to sit flat and barely push against the duct. And the same thing is happening here. So this is fine. See how you can see how those move? That means it's not pinched, right? See how they're moving between that and that? It's the duct goes in. See how it goes in like that? And so it does clear. It's tight. That is tight in there for sure, between the plug and the wires, but it does look like it is clearing. So seems like it's totally fine with a 2G4. I gotta be honest though, I don't know why you would choose this frame over the Cockroach V3 or the LiteAF. Maybe this will be more durable than the LiteAF, and it is lighter than the V3, so I guess that's why. But yeah, that's looking okay. There is a little bit of a gap in there. Incredibly hard to show you that, but there is the tiniest little gap in there. If that bothers you, on the 2G4, there is a 5 volt in the camera pad. You can direct solder your camera, but this is fine. You'll be all right. You'll be all right with this, with it like that. So yeah, it is 2G4 compatible. That's awesome. And the USB port does clear the battery tray as well. So it really is 2G4 compatible. That's awesome. I dig that. Okay. Let me get this out of here. Pull these, and I'm gonna put this. This is my spare 2G4. My one spare 2G4. I always keep one extra. I have a bunch of builds with. I have 2, maybe 3 builds with 2G4s though. So like, you know, I have more than just 2G4s here. It's just that it's nice to have one extra, so you don't have to tear a build apart to fix your favorite. For example, Andrew Taylor says, remember to tag CiottiFPV so he sees your question. Acid Maw says, I'm newer, getting more confident outdoors, but I live in a super tiny bachelor pad and have a tough time not hitting everything. Yep, it's going to be like that for a while, brother. You're flying tiny whoops inside. You're looking at thousands of batteries, not hundreds. To give you an example, like where I'm at is probably like closer to like 3,000 batteries, maybe 4. I've flown a lot to get to this point. It's super difficult flying tiny whoops. Flying high power, lightweight, tiny whoops, hardcore freestyle inside the house is one of the hardest disciplines in FPV. It's one of the hardest things to do in FPV. Inside, everything is shrunken so drastically. Like, you fly something like this outside, and like, yes, this is much bigger than this, right? Much bigger, but the gaps that you're going to put this through outside are orders of magnitude bigger. You're going to fly this thing outside, and the gap that you shoot between 2 trees is going to be 5 feet wide. The gap that you shoot with this thing is going to be 5 inches wide. And so the amount of clearance that you have on either side is like nothing. The amount of clearance that you have on either side of this is you could drive a car through it, right? So keep that in mind. Flying outside is infinitely easier than flying inside the house. Full-blown freestyle inside the house is mega difficult. I make it look easy because I've been flying for almost a decade. And I've been flying tiny whoops inside. Again, thousands and thousands and multiple thousands of batteries to get to this point. Cole Power says, any reason you can't make the same Air65 canopy out of TPU? If you flatten one of those and send me a photo, I'll mock up something in CAD that you can print. So Newbie Drone has basically done that. The Newbie Drone Hummingbird Race comes with basically this camera printed out of TPU, and it's just horrible. TPU is not a good material for canopies with this design. The Brain design is a much better much better engineered for the material of TPU and much stronger. So if you're going to run a canopy that's TPU, it should be the Brain, definitely not the Newbie Drone. So for those of you that are new, I call this style of canopy the banana hammock canopy. I used to call it the G-string canopy because it's kind of like a little G-string, and it's super minimal, and they're very lightweight, but they're not all that strong. And yeah, printing this canopy out of TPU, you would end up breaking a lot of AIOs because the camera on inverted crashes, the camera would slam down into the AIO, and we've been there. We've last year, the year before, a lot of AIOs got broken from cameras slamming into them because we did not have canopies that were stiff enough. So it's actually really important for this style of canopy to be molded so that it has enough strength and stiffness to not ruin the AIO. And quite frankly, I'll replace 1,000 of these canopies before I replace an AIO, right? Like, these canopies are like $3. And so if something's going to break, the canopy breaking is not a bad deal. That's you're getting off really cheap with the canopy being the thing that breaks. In a perfect world, nothing would break, but you know, everything's going to break at some point. And so what is it that's going to break? Is it going to be a $10 motor, a $50 flight AIO, or a $3 canopy? I'll take the canopy every time. Benny Bravo says, can I still get in on the drawing tonight? No drawing tonight. First Monday of every month. This is the last Monday of the month. Betty Bravo, I do have your ticket from last month still on the thing though, so you'll get entered next Monday whether you're here or not. So you're good to go. Rex, I'm just gonna call you Rex. Says ordering some LiteAFs. I know they have some durability issues because of the dye they used. So white, black, jade white. This is on WeBleed. You want the clearish color, but that was only on the prototypes. I've flown the LiteAF production frames in all 3 colors, and they've been totally fine. But if you don't want to take any chances, the clear one is the one that you want, and that one is the they call jade white. I wish they would just call it clear. Hold on. I can tell you, I have them. I have a fresh one sitting here. So yeah, jade white. Jade white is the translucent. And that has the least, that basically has no dye in it, right? Plastic is clear. But if you really want the black one or you really want the white one, just get them. They're fine. There was something weird in that first production run, the first prototype run, rather. More reviews. Rack says, going straight to Newbie Drone. Now that I look, price is almost $10 cheaper with shipping straight from Newbie Drone. Hey, do me a favor. Hit my Newbie Drone affiliate link before you check out. It's over on CiottiFPV.com. Thank you. If you do it. If you don't. Here we go. More abuse. Oh, I forgot to turn the transmitter on. It's actually faster just to unplug it and plug it back in for Yeller has to bind. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh. Oh! I can't see where I'm going, BetaFPV, come on. How is this possible? Where the hell am I? Am I between the plant and the wall? I hear footsteps. Somebody's gonna help me. Somebody gonna help me. Hey, yay! Thank you! I was behind the plant and the wall. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, yo! Holy shit! Oh! Well, now I can't help but wonder: can I do the whole stair dive full throttle? Is that what I have to do to break this frame? Oh, yo! I think I can. The walls in this hallway are going to be ruined. Woo! Almost had that one. At some point, I'll hit it. I mean, oh, Simrig got me. I will admit, I'm like absolutely just torpedoing this thing down the stairs. Like I'm not. I don't know why I just disarmed. That was such a goddamn cop-out. I could probably, like, if I just chilled out a little tiny bit. What's happening here? Why are you not on? What was that noise? Is it the dog? Something fall over? Something fell over. Why are you not on, little shit? I could probably, like, make 1 or 2 of these, but the whole point is that we're torturing this thing, so... Oh, God, I can't see where I'm going! BetaFPV. Please. With the VTX problems. Hey. Thunk! Still good to go. Wow, that was absolute full throttle. into the wall on that one. That's this is pretty impressive, man. The durability of these TINYWHOOPs has really it's super impressive. Super impressive. This is more abuse than like I would believe that we'd be able to put into these things even like 4 or 5 years ago. Full throttle over and over again, diving down a flight of stairs into wood and drywall. Like, so basically, to force these crashes to happen, I'm just like hanging on full throttle. Usually when I do this dive, it's like 0 throttle, full, and like I burst the throttle on the way down. But yeah, to really make sure that I get as many crashes per battery in as possible. Oh! I can get to the bottom, but boy, changing direction when I'm going that fast, it's I don't know if I will certainly not be able to do that repeatably. If I'm able to do it, it'll be a 80% luck. Ooh. Hitting that door frame. Oh, come on now. These are all hitting the frame, though, so this is all good. I wish you guys could hear. Hold on, let me turn the mic up a little bit. I want you guys to hear. I'm going to point the mic over towards the door. I'm not going to turn it up. I'm just going to point it over towards the door, and I'm going to shut up. I want you to hear some of these. I hope this works. I hope you can hear some of this. Let me know in the chat if you can hear these crashes. I'm going to shut up now. It's pretty quiet. That one didn't make much noise. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, fucker. Why did I disarm? Oh! Can you guys hear it? Oh, shit. Oh, it's getting flashy. You better have heard that one. Oh, God. Oh. Nope. One more. No. Come on now. What was that? Come on, just one more. Oh my God, dude. Okay. What you doing? What's happening? Oh, God. Oh, she beat up. Can you see that? Can you see the shaking? We did some damage on that one. Let's inspect. Oh, no. It just picked up a bunch of hair. There's just a big old clump of hair. That's what's causing the issues. Woo! I'm getting hot, bro. Another battery that got a little bit mushroomed out. Straighten it back out. All right. Let's get this massive clump of hair out of here. I'm actually going to pull the propeller off to do it. It's that bad. Who's got some questions? Ask some questions in the chat, yo. Oof. Feel bad demolishing these prototype motors, but like they've been sitting in a box ever since I first tested them forever ago. And like, I don't know. Might as well use them for something. Woo, this propel... Whoa. The blade is... Like, the pitch is changed. There's no way you'll be able to see this, but, like, the blade used to be like this, and now it's starting to like, round out like this. If this is the tip of the blade, it's, like, rounding out like that. It's, like, losing pitch from hitting the... Oh, my God, they're all doing that! Yo, hold on. I might be able to show this to you. Oh, yeah, the props are, like, rolling over. That's so weird. Hold on. I think I'll be able to show it to you. Yeah, these motors are going to be absolutely wasted by the end of this live stream. Here, look at this. Let's see if you can see this. Bench zoom. Look at the... Towards the see how it's rolling over? See how the blades are, like, starting to lose their pitch? And, like, oh, you could really see it on that one. Focus, you giant piece of shit. Look at that, yo. So that's actually kind of cool. That means that it's hitting the duct. I'm actually really happy to see that. Rather than those big dings. The big digs are happening on, like, oh, shit, look at that. Look at that prop blade. Oh! So, yeah, man, I mean, we are doing work on this frame, son. Do work, son. Yeah, we are doing work on this frame. That's for fucking sure. And it's holding up. Good. I'm pretty happy with this frame already, seeing how just abused these propellers are. Good job, Newbie Drone. Good job figuring out that weak point on the old frame and doing whatever the hell it took to correct that. This is great. There's one unbelievably long hair in here. It's a Florence hair because it's purple. I can always tell whose hair they are because Florence has purple hair, Sage has like green red hair, and then Maggie has normal long hair, and then I have short hair. Where did it pick up all this hair? Holy hell. Alright. Let's keep going, man. Without the hair, it shouldn't be all vibey anymore. We'll see. Rack says, did you get any of the TINYWHO shirts? I did not, but... Oh my god! Shout out to WeBleed for sending me a box of stuff. They sent me 3 of these frames, 1, 2, and then the third one is on the quad. They did send me a giant TINYWHO sticker, though, which is awesome. Speaking of TINYWHO. A bunch more stickers. Garbage Pail, Zotac, iGow. The new iGow graphics are awesome. Whoopville koozie, and then a little bracelet-y thing. This is like a these are like the bracelets that they're doing at the oh shit, I forgot that it's a one-way thing so that you can't take it off. Now we good. But I don't want to. What am I going to do with this? If I make it tight enough, I won't be able to get it off. I'll have to cut it off. I'm assuming that Zotac ordered a bunch of these for the event. And this WeBleed sticker that I think was in the thumbnail. Thank you, Zotac. Much appreciated, my friend. All right, let's break some more stuff. Let's break something. I haven't been able to break anything yet. No, I broke the frame. Yeah, cool. So let's break some more stuff. Yamasaur says, any reason to run this frame over the LiteAF that you've noticed so far? Not really. it's probably going to be more durable. The LiteAF is pretty durable though. You'll be able to get it in different colors. You'll be able to use regular hardware with it. The ducts are just... So, here's what I'll say. I would definitely recommend running this over the Mobula 6 2024 frame. Because the Mobula 6 2024 frame, the ducts are way too high. So, that frame is now kind of... I don't want to say worthless, but it's the odd frame out. There are now 3 frames that are like head and shoulders above the rest. LiteAF, Cockroach version 3, and this. And to some extent, they're $4, so you should buy all 3 of them and make your own mind up. Everybody crashes differently. Everybody flies differently. Everybody has a different threshold for like how long they should last. Everybody's tune is going to be a little bit different, right? Like there aren't many things in FPV that are as cheap and as easy to like swap in and out as propellers and frames. And so it makes a lot of sense to, you know what I mean, to take advantage of that. Good God, do I wish motorsport was like that. I wish there was some part, there was some Miata part that was only like $10, and there were like 4 different versions of it, and one different version would be perfect for me, and I could easily swap them in and out. You know what I mean? And so yeah, take advantage of that. Snag one of these frames. You might love it. Maybe it's in a color that you absolutely love. Great, nothing wrong with that. If it looks good on your shelf, that's cool. I'm totally down with that. Okay, no. There's absolutely a reason to run this frame. There's absolutely a reason to run this frame. It's lighter than the V3, and it's not as light as the... Okay, no, this is actually perfect. If you are willing to sacrifice durability for lightweight, it's the LiteAF. If you're willing to sacrifice lightweight, if you're willing to sacrifice lightweight for durability, it's the Cockroach V3. If you want something that's in the middle of those two, I think it's this. I think this is the all-around frame. Not quite as light as the LiteAF, but I bet you it's more durable. Not quite as durable as the V3, but lighter weight. There you go. That's the reason to run this frame, if you don't want to live in a world of extremes. That being said, I've found the LiteAF frame to be durable enough. But everybody crashes differently. Everybody has a different threshold of how often they want to be changing a frame. It's fucking annoying to change a frame, right? You got to pull all the motor screws. You got to pull the AIO out. You got to re-screw all the motors back in. Like, it's annoying to swap a frame out. So, like, if you place durability as the highest priority with a frame, nothing wrong with that. Whew, boy, I wasn't even looking at where I was going. I still made it through that gate. Yeah, she hurting a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see the vibrations, but it's hey, it's a little vibey right now, and not the good. What am I doing? No! Oh, I broke the frame the rest of the way. I don't think it broke on that. Maybe it broke on that crash. I don't know. I'm sorry. The canopy. I broke the canopy the rest of the way. Now it's got a whole bunch of up tilt. Fuck it. Let's just keep going. It's gonna take some serious time to switch this canopy out. So let's see how. Oh, you know what? That's why I've got all these vibrations, because the canopy is broken. I broke the canopy on the last battery. Oh, it's hard to fly with this much up tilt. Oh, it's shaky as shit too. Oh, it's freaking out. Yeah, I don't like. I can't go full throttle. Oh yeah, no. The canopy being broken. Oh no. Oh no! Oh! Oh no! Ah! I might have just lost the antenna, or I have a feeling I lost the antenna because the video's fine right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, I lost the antenna. It did not break the UFL off though, so that's good. Shit, where did I crack? Where's this antenna gonna be? I think it was above the stairs. Oh man. I knew this canopy was gonna break, but I was hoping that it wouldn't. Shit. Hold on. As I was walking down the stairs, I realized that the microphone is still pointing towards the stairs. Hold on. Fixing it. There you go. Now you guys should be able to hear me a little bit better. Found the antenna! I think I had glued this down a little bit. I had E6000'd it down. How the hell did it pop off? No, I hadn't. It looks like I got lazy and I didn't E6000 it. I can't fly it with the canopy broken like this, though. It's, I can't go full throttle anymore. Is that enough abuse? I'll put a poll up. Well, wait, what time? Oh, no, yeah, that's enough abuse. It's 11:40. That was, I don't know, 7 or 8 batteries of just, I mean, back-to-back stupidity, right? Like that's, with normal flying, that's like 100 batteries worth of abuse. Can you guys hear? My old chair didn't creak like this. Does the mic pick that up? Is that driving you guys insane? Please let me know if it is. Mape says, have you seen the M8 motors anywhere? I need some spares on deck. I don't know what an M8 motor is. What's an M8 motor? Hey, you know what I need? 04 Pros. Have you guys seen 04 Pros in stock anywhere? I need one more. Rack says, oh, we got that. Yamasaur says, we got that. Islander FPV says, what props are you running? These are HQ 1.2 by 0.9 by 3. Raise FPV says, could I get away with using 0703s on a 75mm, or are they just too small? 703s are actually great on a 75mm, but they get too hot, and so the efficiency kind of sucks. 703, right? 703. 369. Not right. We always want 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. 703 is almost a 2-to-1 ratio of width to height, and that's just a motor that's going to get really hot if you fly it hard, and it's going to be inconsistent, and it's not going to have much efficiency. So they fly great and they have good power, but you don't want them, in my opinion. Cole Power says, any reason Ross's 65mm preset would lock my VTX at 25 milliwatts, brand new AIO? The only thing I can think of is that his preset, for some reason, has a VTX table built into it. And so now you have the wrong VTX table, and with the wrong VTX table, you can't get out of 25 milliwatts. So stop using presets. You don't need presets. Raise FPV says, sorry I'm late, but I made it. Thanks for being here. Thank you, brother, for coming by. Rex says I'll use it. And I think I'm caught up. Look at that, I'm caught up. Cole Powers says I'm on headphones right now and I cannot hear the chair squeak. Awesome. Mape says HD0 M8 Happy Model RS 1102 13,500. 1102 13,500. That's a 2S motor. Are you doing a 2S build? If you're doing a 2S build, those motors are going to be awesome. Even on like a digital build, those motors are going to be really good on 1.6-inch props and the slightly oversized props, which are, I think, 45 millimeters. Yeah, 1102 is a great motor size. 13,500 is 2S specific. Can't run that on 1S. Yeah, that's a really good motor size and KV combo. Nah, I can do this quick. I could squeeze at least 1 or 2 more batteries in here. I really want to break this frame because I want to see where it breaks. But it's not showing any signs of fatigue whatsoever yet, and so I don't think I'm going to be able to break it. I could totally be wrong. Sometimes they'll just break at random, but usually they'll show some signs of fatigue before they break. And this one is not. Maybe I just haven't put enough batteries through it yet. I doubt that, because of the tremendous punishment that I've been dealing it. But I just realized that I have another canopy and camera just sitting to my left, so I can just drop this right in here, and away we go. So 4 screws off, unplug that camera, plug this camera. Come on. As a reminder, I've got a GoPro Hero 8 battery you can have for free, and a door, and a 3D printed door. If you've got a Hero 8, let me know. I'll send this to you for the price of shipping. Go support me over on CiottiFPV.com or I'll starve to death. So will the kids. You don't want their deaths on your conscience, do you? Let's plug this antenna back in. Man, we talk some shit on here, don't we? Come on. You know what makes plugging these UFLs in 1,000 times easier? Being able to see what the hell you're doing. Ah! Yarr! Get in there, you stank-ass hoe. All right, there's that. And watch this. Ready? All those problems that I was just having. And done. Oh, no. Slipped out of my hand. I'm telling you, man. Magnification. It's just everything with these TINYWHOOPs. Everything's too small. That's it. Once you can see what you're doing, you line the UFL up properly, and then you put it on there properly. The biggest, I always thought that, like, oh, it just doesn't want to snap on there. It's just a bad connector. No, you're pushing it in sideways. Which, as we all know, is never going to work. Some of us have tried. Some just, got an engineering degree and realized that sideways isn't the way. All right. Next up, more are you guys sick of seeing me try to do the stair dive at full throttle yet? Should I do something else? That's the most abusive thing I can do, though. The full room power loops are pretty abusive, but like, I don't know. I have to purposefully miss them because I'm just so good. Uh, oh, come on now. Should I be trying harder to like hit that stair dive, or is it funny just to see me bounce off the walls at full stank-a-lot-of-puss? Oh God. Screwdriver got stuck on a Phillips head. That's never happened in the history of time and space. Okay, and last one. Come on. I'll tell you what, man. If BetaFPV does at some point make a version 2 of this banana hammock mount, and it's good, I'm all over it, man. Being able to use the CO3 with a durable mount, would be, that's also lightweight, would be absolutely amazing. All right, here we go. That was not bad at all. I thought I was gonna have to get the camera out of that mount. Getting these CO3s out of these BetaFPV G-string mounts sucks balls. It's really bad. Hold on, why does this feel so weird? Hold on. Oh, it's got more up tilt right now. Turn the lights on while I was up there. Here we go! Oh! As I do it from higher and higher, it gets harder and harder to actually get into the doorway. Oh, Teddy's coming down the stairs. Oh, can you imagine nailing that dive as he's going down the stairs? Oh, I know what's going on. The camera is a little bit sideways in the mount. See how the world is sideways? Yeah, the camera is not level in this mount. God damn it. Oh, it feels so bad when the camera's not flat. No, I was so close. Oh, now I have to deal with this absolute and utter nonsense of trying to get this thing rotated so it's level. On that other mount, I had E6000 the camera. I had leveled the camera and then E6000 it into place. On this one, I have not. And E6000 takes a couple days to cure, so I'm just going to have to suffer through. That would be an absolute requirement, too, of the version 2 mount, is that it keeps the camera from rotating out of position. Oh my God, really? Oh no! I gotta get it out of here. This is where it's been flooding. It's probably wet! Get out! Come on! Come on, get out of there! Teddy, help me! Teddy, help me! Teddy! Teddy, you're useless! Come on, fucker. Oh, God, dog. Who thought dogs would be a good idea? Who was like, you know what we should do? We should bring wolves inside. We got these cats, they're cool. But like, wolves, bro. We need wolves. They won't kill bugs. They won't shit in a box. They'll just walk around. Brief interruption from our crash testing to... Oh god, no! I can't believe I just got out of that. I think I made the camera rotation even worse, but let me just blow through the rest of this battery with the crash testing. Oh! That's the hardest hit of the night. Oh my god. Oh, bro, something ain't right. The hover point has changed to... Oh, I lost the... look in the bottom left. I lost my fucking voltage sensor. Oh! I didn't even get into the stairwell. Oh, wait, it's back! I crashed it so hard again that it came back. Yo, I made it! Holy shit. I need to stop disarming. I'm so used to... Oh, no. I'm so used to missing... I'm so used to disarming half the way down that... Oh, hey, that was nice. Oh, yeah, the camera is all rotated. Hold on. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Ah. Nope. Thump. How you doing, little guy? Still doing all right? Still doing all right. We are coming up on midnight, and I have not broken this. Oh, wow, I mushroomed the shit out of this battery. Yeah, I mean, we are absolutely putting abuse into the frame for sure. If nothing else, then like these batteries tell the tale. The fronts of the batteries are getting just completely obliterated. And in order to do that, you have to hit it on the front, right? Like this is where the battery is sitting, and so we're hitting like this. We're hitting this over and over and over again, and that's usually where they break. They usually break up front, and this is. It's still not even showing. It's not showing anything. It looks absolutely fine. I do have 3 more batteries, but it's 11:55 already, and Maggie is probably sleeping, and I have a feeling it's not loud over and over and over again. So I think I'm gonna fly right up to midnight, and then we'll stop, and then I'll get caught up on chat a little bit. Ooh, listen to this thing. Oh, oh, ooh. She's hurt. She's hurting, my friends. Oh no, something's wrong. I went full throttle and it freaked out again. Oh yeah, something ain't right. Oh boy. Okay, let's bring it back. Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? All night I didn't get stuck here. Fuck you. All right, so yeah, it's at full throttle. It's absolutely freaking out. Oh, did I Stevie Wonder that? Nice. It's about time. So what you missed is that when I was going full throttle, it's shaking really violently, and it's actually like not obeying. The frame seems to be okay though. Let's go into turtle mode, and we're gonna hold the rig. Motor 1's not bad at all. Motor and prop 2 are getting banged up. 4 is as bad as it was earlier. 3 is pretty bad. None of them are that bad, though. The gyro might just be gone. This is the fact that our gyros hold up to any of the abuse that we give them is kind of a miracle. Oh, I can try to level the camera out here while I'm at it. The canopy's not broken yet. Huh? I don't know why it's freaking out. Other than that, I've killed the gyro. Let's just throw it back up in the air and see what's what. I'll be sad if I killed the gyro before the VTX. Oh, something ain't right. It just doesn't. It just doesn't feel right. I can't quite put my finger on it yet. But that weird behavior is gone. You know what that means? Oh! I was close on that one. Here we go. No! Oh, it's acting up again. It's acting up again. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I was in the plant. I hope I didn't chop it all up. This Matrix AIO is holding up, I'll tell you what, unless the gyro is dead, but regardless. Oh! It has, and you know what's really wild? It's not flashing anymore. The VTX, the performance of the VTX has actually improved over the course of the night. Which is about the weirdest thing ever. Tokyo Dom, no. The motors and or props are no more banged up than they were a minute ago. They're certainly banged up. They're more banged up than they were at the beginning of the night, but there's something else going on. From the last time that I checked the balance of the motors and props, there's really no difference. Fuck it, let's go. You know what? It might be the ELRS antenna. It keeps. I like to put the ELRS antenna up over the camera. Unbelievably, it keeps popping out of there. It's only ever done that like once or twice to me. Kind of crazy that it's hitting so hard that it's moving this antenna up and off the camera. Wild. Ah, fuck it. It's fine. Go, go, go! Hey. Oh, Teddy! Yikes. Uh-oh, we're falling down the stairs. There he is. Alright. That shit doesn't... Oh! That shit doesn't durability test the frame. Let's get back to business here. Ah, no! Please take off. Yes. Oh! Man, I feel drunk after that hit. Oh, I didn't even make it. I was trying to not make a correction. I'm really cheating it to try to get it. I'm just like cranking it to the right and going full throttle. This is why it's getting hung up on the wall like that, because I don't have the reflexes to actually blip the throttle to get it through the doorway into the basement. Damn it. Oh! Uh-oh. See how there's ducts in view? That ain't a good sign. I think I just broke this canopy. Oh, something ain't right, though. It won't take off. What the hell? Yeah, I gotta go get it. So much... The camera must... I don't know what I just did. Oh, I think I just ripped the rear post off the frame. Oh, wow. No, I didn't. I have never broken one of these canopies like this before. This is a new one. Oh my god, oh my god, yo. That's the end of our testing. I'll show you why. It wasn't the frame. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is... Yeah. Holy fuck. It looks like it got run over by a car, yo. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yo. This canopy, first of all, this canopy only survived like 4 batteries, if that. There we go. But like, look, how did this happen? What the hell? What happened here? Oh my god, dude. It broke back here, which I've never seen before. It broke up here. It broke in the middle there. And on the side. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. That's insane. Well, that's the end of that. Let's take a look at the frame. BetaFPV, great job on the frame. Figure out your canopies. Jeez. Oh, yo, that is brutal. That is like full-blown car crash kind of shit. Okay, the frame. It looks brand new. There's no... I mean, like, yeah, sure, right? From banging into stuff, but like there's no points of fatigue. You know what I mean? Man. I thought that I broke this rear post. I thought that I would have ripped this rear post out. But it is fine. I'm going to check all of them, though. Yeah, the post seems strong. Everything is still good down here. Oh. These are through holes. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. That way you can run a really long screw through here. I dig that. That's very cool. One of my favorite features about this frame right here is that they raise this plastic. So when this thing hits flat, it hits on plastic, not on the metal screws. I really like that. I really, really do like that. Damn. Impressive. I'll be honest. I was pretty sure that I was going to be able to break this frame tonight. I was almost certain with how fragile the V1 Air65 was that I was going to be able to break this pretty easily tonight. I'm thrilled that I wasn't, because like the more good quality frames that we've got, the better. But yeah, I was pretty certain I was going to be able to break it tonight. I will keep flying this frame. I will keep putting batteries through this. At some point, I will break it. All these frames break. It's just the way that it is. But this held up to an awful lot of abuse. A really impressive amount of abuse. The weight of this frame is perfectly right in between the other two amazing frames, the Cockroach 65 V3 and the LiteAF. And that's awesome. This is perfect. This is perfect that we now have a frame with the ducts low enough, that's durable enough, and that is smack dab in the middle in terms of weight. So yeah, this is great. Good job, BetaFPV. The reason to buy this frame is that you don't want a frame that is as fragile and as lightweight as the LiteAF. You also don't want a frame that is as durable and as heavy as the Cockroach 65 V3. This is right in between those two. It seems like it's just as durable as them, and you can run regular motor screws. The newbie drone frames, you have to run the specific screws that they give you that are shorter. You know, if you lose a bunch, they give you some extras, but like if you lose a bunch of them, then it's kind of a pain in the ass. This you can run the regular old motor screws on. Yeah. Good job. Damn. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm going to get caught up on chat, and then we'll meet up again on Wednesday. Benny Bravo says, what about the railgun? It's not a move that it's a move that I typically crash into the carpet, and I really wanted to like be super heavy on hard material crashes tonight. We'll do some railguns on Wednesday maybe. Betty Bravo says, what would cause the receiver to go out on the air flight controller? Poor quality control. I think I may have accidentally shorted the ELRS antenna across the positive and negative terminals. Would that do it? Sure would. Every time. Colt Power says, wrong. Flying wrong way into spinning fan blades would be more abusive. That's true. Oh, man. You should have said that earlier. I would have totally turned that fan on upstairs and acted like an idiot around it. Benny Bravo says, agreed with Colt Powers. Yamasor says, how does this frame work with the VCI/new TINYWHOO motors? Should be totally fine. Is there something different about the VCI or the new TINYWHOO motors? I wasn't aware that that there was anything all that different about them, like externally, that would affect the way that they fit in a frame. Cold Power says, cut the Tedicus some slack. Cold Power says, Teddy was bred to hunt and kill rats. Do you see any rats around? Just you guys. Ha ha! You're welcome, and you can pay him in treats. Raze says, bro, your voltage sensor was reading 4.6 volts at one point. Nice. Oh, shit. Cold Power says, TPU wouldn't do that, just saying. TPU wouldn't do what? Oh, break like this? Yeah, it's true. That's true. Tokyo Dom says, missed the rest of the stream so far. Have you tried increasing the multiplier? It's much stiffer than the other frames I've tried. I actually had to turn down the PIDs a little bit on this. This build came out of a... this AIO was in a LiteAF frame. I'll be damned. It was in a LiteAF frame with the same motors, but the HQ quad blades. And I had to turn the PIDs down just like 0.2. So yeah, it's as stiff as the other frames out there. Yeah, I don't think that one of these frames is going to be like drastically stiffer than another to make a big difference in the PIDs. With lightweight 702s that are high kV, you won't be dealing with prop wash. Like, we can very easily, on any of these frames, we can very easily tune all of the prop wash out. If you do like a perfect prop wash turn, sure, you might get a little bit. But in actual flight, you're not going to get any significant prop wash. So it's 702 high kV 702s with lightweight props. It's just yeah, it just eats the prop wash. It's amazing. Yamasaur says, I think the new tinywhoop run a little lower than others. Oh, you're right. The tinywhoop. God damn it, I forget what they're called. There's a name for the new tinywhoop motors that have the unslippable motor shaft, and you're right, they do sit a little bit lower. That would not be great for this frame. The duct on this frame is a little bit taller than the Newbie Drone LiteAF and the V3 and the Cockroach V3. It's not as high as the Mobile 6 2024 frame or the old school Air 65 frame. So big step in the right direction, but with the tinywhoop, with the new tinywhoop motors, you are going to want to run the spacers that they sell with them to lift the motor up a little bit. I've been running this with the old school tinywhoop motors, they're all made by Happy Model, which are a little bit higher than the new top spin. That's it. Thank you, Rex. These motors are a little bit taller than the top spin motors, and it just barely runs around the bottom of the duct, just enough. The top spin motors would hit the supports. They would not hit the duct. So you would definitely want to run the spacers that tinywhoop sells, and or maybe at this point gives away with those top spin motors. Cole Power says, could just take it upstairs and line of sight it into the fan. No. I try to not just like a really popular thing to do with frame testing is to just take it, like take your build and just throw it into a brick wall as hard as you can. I don't agree with that, because that's not the way that we fly. We don't fly like, like you do that and like it's spinning, and that's going to put like some weird energy into it. I guess if you hit like a branch, it'll spin, but like throwing it like that, you're also throwing it flat, right? We don't crash flat. We have our nose down, so we crash at a corner. So when I do durability testing, I specifically don't just throw it at the wall as hard as I can. I fly it and I try things that are kind of impossible, and then I'm flying and it's a crash that's happening during flight. I think that really does matter, because like the direction that you put energy into these things, right? Like that's super important. So as hysterical as it would be to just line of sight it into the fan upstairs, it could bang up the fan too. I don't love that idea, but I'm pretty confident with how hard some of the, hopefully you guys could hear how hard some of those hits were in the mic. You might not be able to, but what I can tell you is that some of those crashes that happened in that stairwell were as hard as I've ever crashed a tinywhoop. I mean, like diving 10 feet down into that doorway and then going full fucking throttle with 34,000 kV motors. Like, some of those hits were vicious, and this frame just sucked it up. So I'm super confident that this Air 65 V2 frame is plenty durable. Easily as durable as the other frames that we've got available. And that's, perfect. Like that is absolutely perfect, because it's relatively lightweight. The ducts are a little bit lower, right? Like they've ticked a bunch of the other boxes that are really important. And so this is hands down one of the 3 best frames, one of the 3 only frames that you should buy for tiny whooping. So yeah, get yourself one. If you want it in red, you got to get it from WeBleed. Another shout out to them for sending these over so I could beat the crap out of them. C-Joe says, I bought 2 302 engines today. Did you really? Jesus. And then Rax says, top spin. Thanks, friends. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on Whoop Wednesday at 10 o'clock Wednesday night. I just found a piece of the demolished canopy on my desk. Yeah. Woo! My God. 2 Air 65 canopies dead tonight. and it was a good night. Capital C got some great whacks in the headphones. Had a grin this whole stream. Thanks. Thank you guys. CiottiFPV.com to support me so that I can afford to break more shit. Love you guys. Bye. Here's some more flying at this crazy expensive Indian wedding. See you Wednesday.